comment? The floor is open. Seeing none, we shall, seeing one, we shall hear. Please state your name and your address.
My name is Matt Scheibeck, 2101 Cold Harbor Court, Lewis Center, 43035. Good evening.
Good evening.
Spent a lot of time in here, a lot of discussion about minutes and here, put it there, and this there, take that out here. Wouldn't it be a lot easier if meetings were just recorded electronically? And then there would be no.
They are.
And then there would be no need to go through the minutes and change them. Because if the minutes say then we represent it as such.
Well, sir, the minutes are not a transcription of what took place at the meeting. They're a summary. So just simply having a recording does not substitute for the minutes themselves. The minutes are a summary of what took place. They're a legal documentation of a summary of what took place in the meeting.
I'm not 100% sure, Mr. McCarthy, perhaps you could clarify that, but I do believe that recorded minutes are a substitution for written minutes. Is that true, Mr. McCarthy?
I would want to research that, Mr. Scheibeck, to be honest. I would want to be certain that that has been recognized. I think that well, so what I think, I'd better check if I'm going to shoot my mouth.
Yeah. I think Nelson, you'll find that can be done instead of typically there's some sort of notes that are provided because they're actually your electronic version, but it just seems like it would reduce a whole lot of wiggle room and that's not what I said or how it meant, or it's very, very clear. And they didn't have to interject.
Yeah.
For instance, how a dialogue might have gone. It can be seen very clearly.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. You.
So, if it is a legal form of having the minutes, do you object to streaming the minutes? Or
I have not had time to really think about that, Matt.
Mr. Scheibeck, I guess one thing, I will follow up with the board wishes, and that's certainly no problem. I guess one concern I would have is the completeness of the minutes. I would still have concerns that would be addressed and decided by the board. I'm not saying they're mine to make, but in terms of issues that we sometimes run into, even with transcriptions where the voices step on each other, et cetera, you may not have a record overall. I'm not particularly objecting one way or the other to the idea, but that thought came to me right on the heels of our conversation. But either way, the board's sort of inclined and certainly look into it and report that.
Well, I tell you what, do me a favor, okay? Put that in writing, send it to me. No, I'm serious. I would like to.
We're recording the minutes right now as we speak. I will know.
I'm asking you to put it in writing and send it to me, and I will take that under consideration.
Okay. I guess the other members have an objection to that?
My only comment would be that the recording isn't the minutes, but everyone has access to the recording, so you can listen to the tape. If you want to hear exactly.
I'm talking about it like a video or streaming. I mean, you could do it really cheap. I mean, you can the county do it.
Well, that is
available online.
Streaming video, equipping the hall, the township hall for sound and video has been explored. It's a cost. There's definitely a cost associated with it.
I'm sure far less than the cost of labor and all the time that you guys spend. I mean, all the good things you guys could be doing instead of,
Well, having a recording, either be video recording or tape recording, is no substitute for minutes. The minutes is a requirement. No matter what we do, we're still going to have to review and approve minutes. There's no way around that. But to your point, I know that a number of local government entities do have video. They have video streaming. It's certainly possible. It's just a function of what's the cost associated with
I think off the top of his head, one of the former commissioners said less than $500. The IT guys did it. They bought a camera for a couple $100, a live camera. a
it.
decent
Well, it's
one.
not just the camera, you got equipment for sound. It's no good if you can't hear us talk. And that's something that's been discussed in the past, amplifications, some form of amplification. And I think in the past, I've expressed an interest in amplification. And I know it's been looked at one point or another in the past. And it's always been a cost issue associated with it. But I'm certainly open to it.
But is anyone ever going to do the cost attributed to all the minutes taking and some of those things, even if they don't, let's just assume that you
It's
have to have
always
some.
going to have to be taken. There's no way around it. It's a statutory requirement as a governmental entity. We take the sunshine laws very seriously, so there's no way around that. But in terms of promoting community, remote monitoring of what's going on for trustee meetings, yeah, I mean, it's certainly things that we can look at.
I suspect, can I call you Matt?
Please.
Okay. I suspect that you're going to find that even in those instances where entities are recording either the audio and or the video, that they still have minutes. That's in addition to the minutes. It's not a substitute for. I don't believe so.
I think it allows, it facilitates, very easy, and typically they'll have all the resolutions that are included in that, which are already pre-worded and read and or presented at the meeting, so that it doesn't have to be read again and then taken down. There's a lot of room for human error there. So, but I don't know for sure.
Your point is taken. Your point is taken.
What is your thought on that?
I would definitely like to pursue it. I mean, something that where you have a night like this where people, don't want to come out in weather like this, having access to see what's happening, definitely something we can pursue. Again, I want to make sure that we're following the guidelines of legislation, and I think you're pointing that out in regards to the minutes. To your other point, the minutes, I think it's like two separate things. One is the minutes, the time it takes to consume the minutes, and then the other one is the actual access to it from a video standpoint. We got to make sure that we're still burning by legislation of ensuring that we provide minutes as required. But to the other point, yes, I mean, there's some for easier access, like to pursue.
Joe, we did about the minutes, obviously, that's your.
Well, Mr. Scheibeck, I think I'm in charge of the meeting, not you. I believe.
Okay, well, I was asking the questions, isn't this an
You are-
opportunity for me to address the board?
Well, again, they should be addressed to myself and whoever I allow to speak, not that you're running the meeting, okay?
Pardon me, I'm not trying to run the meeting, sir, but Mr. Spitzer is part of the board, and I believe that I have a right to address the board. Isn't that what I'm here to do? Isn't that?
You do have a right to address, but I would consider it.
Do you want to ask Joel if that's what his opinion is? I don't understand what is.
That is my prerogative, sir, as to who I shall ask to respond, not yours. I think I've given you what it is. I don't know why you have to poll everybody sitting at the table. Not so sure that that's appropriate, okay? I think we all three of the trustees have given you a fair idea of what we think. And we shall take what you've said into consideration. I think that's sufficient. Are there any other comments from the public? Okay, seeing none, let me move forward.